And welcome back to Weekend Today in Central New York. We're joined by two people and two birds, too. Let's introduce the people first. Cindy Page is a wildlife rehabilitator, and Frank Moses is the director of the Montezuma Audubon. Nice to see you both. Montezuma Audubon, significant for a lot of reasons. It's where a lot of birds come through this time of year.
Absolutely. So we've got our spring migration. We get 1 million birds, over 1 million birds twice a year. That come through migration time, and it's just spectacular, getting better every day.
No question. It is also what's called an important bird area.
Absolutely. It's National Audubon Society. It's the first designated important bird area ever. It's considered globally significant for waterfowl and a little bird called the cerulean warbler.
Okay, which is a blue bird.
Absolutely.
Not a bluebird, but a blue bird, and boy, is it beautiful.
Yeah, they're very special.
You have something very special coming up next weekend.
Yes.
If you need an incentive to go out and look.
Yeah. Yeah, we have our 7th annual Wildlife Festival coming up, celebrating important bird areas. So not only Montezuma is an important bird area, but the ones that are surrounding through central New York, like Derby Hill and the Onondaga Lake. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk to Cindy Page a little bit. Cindy, introduce us to who you're holding, first of all.
Okay, this is a snowy owl. They're more of a Canadian and Arctic bird.
We see them around Hancock Airport in the wintertime quite often. Yeah.
Almost every year there's a snowy owl at the airport. It's a similar habitat to what they have in the Arctic, but they don't stay there. They migrate back to Canada. But last year there were 3 at the airport.
It was exciting.
Yeah, it was very exciting.
Now, if you can see closely enough, this bird has all kinds of water on its face. Not an accident. It was drinking because it was getting overheated here in the studio. Who knew that they ate ice and drink water?
They do. Yeah. They did today.
Yeah. Equal time to the guy behind me, please. This is another kind of owl. This is a barred owl. Barred,
B-A-R-R-E-D, not barn, a barred owl. They get their name from the barring underneath the beak area.
Now, this bird was talking to us a few minutes ago, and some people think it's cool, some people think it's spooky how they sound.
It's awesome.
Can you make it vocalized, do you think? Maybe not.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think so. He kind of does what he wants to do. Yeah.
The one thing that you notice about both of these owls is how big their eyes are, and also where their eyes are. Think about it. Most birds have their eyes on the sides of their heads. Owls are right in front.
Yes, that's one reason that they got a reputation for being wise, is that they have a placement of their eyes where people do. And their intelligence has nothing to do with the placement of their eyes.
That really helps them hunt, though, doesn't it?
It does. Their eyes don't move at all. They're fixed. And their ears, I don't know if she'll let me do this. The barred owl will.
Not very happy about it.
Well,
watch that finger.
Oh, no, this is of no significance. These are the weapons. But the ear is located here, and it's huge. It's huge. Their hearing is so acute that while she's sitting on my fist right now, she can actually hear my heart beating.
Wow.
So in the wintertime, if there's a layer of snow, she can hear the mice, her prey, underneath. It gives her an advantage. Just amazing.
Frank, even though we are talking about birds of prey right now, most of the migrants that we're seeing are either waterfowl or warblers coming up from the south.
Yeah, a lot of the waterfowl have come through earlier this spring, and now you see a lot of the songbirds coming in, and so they're coming into our areas. We just had a program where we were removing honeysuckle, so they have better habitat to come back to as well.
Because you do manage the habitat, we should say.
Absolutely. Our programs, we want to have youth, families, and communities get engaged into making the habitat better, to have ownership of that, to instill stewardship, so they feel a part of it, enhancing that, and helping the birds and reducing threats to them.
Okay, and if you do want an excuse to visit, by the way, they have owls nesting out at your place too, don't you?
Absolutely. That's one of the highlights where people come. We can point them that we have a great horned owl that you can see right from our center, or folks will go walk on our trails and take a peek at them. And
we should say that your center is not the refuge. There's a little bit of distance, not a lot, but you're up in Savannah.
Exactly. So it's the Montezuma Wetlands Complex is part of the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation and the Fish and Wildlife Service. So we're kind of like the northern gateway center, where the refuge is the southern gateway.
Okay. If you want to go to the Wildlife Festival, it is next Saturday. It's going on pretty much all day, 10 till about 3. Again, the Montezuma Audubon Center in Savannah. There is the website. We'll post it on our website as well. Thank you all for coming in.
Thank you, Laura.
And we'll be right back.